Yeah, I always, in coaching, I think one of the hardest things to do, it's kind of like your own children. 18 years, you look up and it flies by, and it's the same thing as a coach. I mean, you look up and 4 years really flies by. The thing that excites me is that, a lot of these kids have the opportunity to come back, and all except Burgers. So, that's exciting. So I try not to be too nostalgic and too sad. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing is the ability to separate that with, the mission ahead is what you want to see them finish strong and be able to put an exclamation point on the SEC season. So you turn all your sadness or any thoughts of, oh my goodness, we only have so many games left or so many moments left together, into opportunity and trying to help them finish strong. So it's an amazing group of people, from our manager that's a senior, to our GA that's a senior, to our practice guy that's a senior, to our senior athletic trainers, to our players. So we have so many folks that have meant so much to this program. We're excited to recognize them tomorrow night. Or Thursday night.
Of course, and back to Sunday. It was an emotional day for Sarah, Ashlee, and Aaliyah. Congrats to both of you guys. Coach, just talk about how much growth that they've had this season and how proud you are, especially being their head coach.
Yeah, just to see their growth, not only as just players but as people. I think they have had the opportunity, the front seat, to watch leadership before them and how they can build on, watching those around them that have been players, and they've really taken this team along with Loyal under their wing and just been unbelievable leaders. And their growth and maturity in that area has been the reason that our team is, in the position that we're in here down the stretch. So, I always compare them, Batman and Robin. I mean, they're just there for each other. They play off each other on the floor. They find each other on the floor. They complement each other. But it's the same scenario off the floor with their leadership. It's just really special.
Who's Batman and who's Robin?
It's just depending on the day. Both. I just think it's either or. It's been unbelievable to watch. When one needs something, the other one comes running, and when one makes a play, the other one's right there looking over their shoulder and finding each other. They just consistently find each other and step up in so many different ways. It's been unbelievable to watch.
Sarah, Ashlee, I just heard her say that Aaliyah is Batman. Wait, I'm just did not say that, no.
I don't know if that's a good comparison, but it's just they complement each other so well.
Do you get that sense too? I don't know if that's a bond that is pretty natural or is developed, continues to get stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Aaliyah and I, we came in together last year, and so I think that just coming in together and just understanding that we both wanted to come to a school and impact the school and win. That was our biggest, the most important thing to us was winning and being able to take Alabama to the next step. And so I just think that, one, we just get each other as people. We're not just teammates, we're friends. And so I also think that we have an understanding of how each other play. She's the best shooter on this team. She's probably one of the best shooters in this country. She's the best shooter in the conference. And I know that. So I know that the things that I have to do to help her play, and she knows the things that she has to do to help my play. And so I think that having the relationship that her and I have is like, I'm more excited for her going for 30 points than I am for 30 points. And I know that she feels the same exact way about me. We just both feed off of each other's success. We want each other to be successful, and that's all it is we both just have a common goal of wanting to win and help the team in whatever way we can. We're both selfless when it comes to wanting to win.
How special is that? And I'm not going to point to anything in the past. I don't know if there's anything in the past, but there probably was, like you talked about, I'm fine if somebody else gets 30, but not over my 30, type of a thing. That's a bond that maybe, again, you like to think it's with every team, but it's pretty special, it seems like, with this group.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you can have some teams where they just kind of want to get theirs, and that's what makes us so good. This team in general is like everyone wants the team to be successful and not just one person, because we can't win with one person. We have to win with everybody, and so everybody has their own role. Everybody understands their role, and so I think that accepting what your role is on this team has been a really good thing for us, because there's no jealousy, there's no just type of envy on, if someone does better than someone else that game. Everyone is so happy for everybody, and everyone's just happy that we win the game. And when you have teams like that, that's where the success comes. That's where the bond and the connection and the communication and all that just, grows stronger and stronger throughout the season, because you have a selfless team.
Aaliyah, do you have anything to add on that?
I think she
Set it off. Well, yeah, I'm going to ask you a question. about you shooting a career high of 28 points. Sunday, you broke the record with 8 threes, and then a season record of, I think it's 100 threes. Congrats.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Just talk about your progress this season and just how your hard work pays off.
I think the leadership that we had last year, me and Ashlee got the opportunity to look up to them when we just first came in, and we've kind of got into their role this season, and I think the coaches and the team knows that, and the coaches and my teammates have put me in those positions to get 28 points, 103. So I just want to thank them first and foremost, because I wouldn't have those threes if it wasn't for them. And then I think just, I think it's the coaches and my teammates getting me the ball for real. I think they've done an amazing job with me this season. So, yeah.
Aaliyah, one thing that kind of stands out about the entire team, yourself but the entire team, there's a confidence. No matter if the last game was maybe an off game or something like that, there's absolutely no hesitation. I mean, is that something that coach had to bring out of you, or is that just because you have such a great relationship with your teammates that's the expected, that is what you're going to do every single time?
I think I have a lot more confidence this year. I think it just comes from my coaches believing in me, my teammates believing in me, and then just also putting the work in, getting shots up. I think when you know you've done the work, you can only come in being more confident because you know you've shot those shots before and you've had those feelings before. And Coach Christie always tells us she always tells us, like, basically don't focus on anything past 12 o'clock. Like, if we win or if we lose, just the next game or the next play. So I think when we do have a bad game or an off night, just forget about it at 12 and then focus on the next game. So I think that's something, the mentality that I've tried to have as well, is just think about the next game and don't think about what happened in the past.
Of course, and Sarah Ashlee threw a double-double on Sunday, as well as Timmons and Cody also went double-double. Just talk about the offense on Sunday and just how well y'all work together.
Yeah, I think we know that there's a level of pace and sharing the ball that we have to have on offense to be able to be successful. Against South Carolina, we know that we did things that we didn't need to do, and that's what kind of disrupted us. And so I think having a team that can realize the things that make us a bad team, the things that make us a good team, and trying to stay and attack those qualities that can make us good offensively is what we're trying to do and continuing to do. I think that when we share the basketball, when guards rebound for us and get out in transition, it's really hard to stop that for a defense. It is. And so I think when we can get out, get in transition, get those easy points to kind of get you going, and then just finding everybody just the right open shots. No forcing shots, not trying to get theirs, just finding the right opportunities and having our coaches trust us and believe in us that we're going to get those opportunities, and that if you miss a shot that's a wide open shot, who cares? Like, we're going to come right back to you and you're going to hit the next one. And so I think that's the biggest mindset that we have offensively is, like, get the best shot. If you miss it, we'll come right back to it and hit it again. And so, yeah.
Of course. Coach Essence got Freshman of the Week for the third time this season. Just talk about her hard work this year.
Yeah, I think it's just patience, and her perseverance and her bringing a work ethic every day. I mean, it's tough being a freshman. There are very few freshmen across our league that are even getting minutes. And for her to get the minutes and the opportunity to start and the opportunity to go against who she has night in, night out, you either let it make you better or worse. It's all about your response. And she's just come back and gone to work every day. We're just a different team. I mean, it's an elite level when Essence plays well. And I know that seems like I'm putting it all on her. But when, she can get to double digits and get you 6 to 8 to 10 boards, and you combine those two, I think you look at the games when she's played really well, it puts us in a position to, really be successful. So as we finish this week, it's going to be important that she be able to find some consistency. And I know that, the way she works every day, I know it's coming.
Of course, and with you guys being successful, you guys are 5th right now. You said your goal is to be 4th. What do you think in practice is going to just solidify with that matchup against Florida on Thursday?
Well, I just think you just got to get back to work. If what we did last week still looks big to us, we haven't done anything. They're so dynamic on offense and really, really talented. I mean, they beat Mississippi State by 20. at Mississippi State. I mean, they've got two guards that, gosh, have doubled up their teammates in shot attempts, and Matharu and Correa, 200-plus shot attempts in SEC play compared to 100 with their teammates. I mean, those two are unbelievable offensively, and we've got to do a really good job. I know, I'm concerned that Broughton's playing really well and coming back home to the state of Alabama. It's just Rimdaw lit us up for 17 2 years ago here at home. That didn't go well in Gainesville last year. Usually when things don't go well, this group's been through it, and I think they're ready to try to right the ship with it this week. So every game is important. What's happened in the past, is over, and we have to move forward and continue to get better as a team this week.